I hope there's not something ridiculous like 100 of these to find. Note to self, find a way to control lightning. Need the rest of wings. One more. This is what I'm talking about. Let's see what these things can do.
Yeah, I imagine that shit. That would be crazy, right? I didn't play this game for a while. Can't believe all my save data reset it. Blackbeard.
These damn things off my ship!
Do this all day.
bit of treasure in that chest over there. The weapon you find inside may help with our little imp problem.
Ooh. Ah, no, not another one of these. No, not another one of these.
I summoned these imps to serve as my crew. I forgot what a handful they could be. Once aboard, they wouldn't
Oh
listen
shit,
to their
I wasn't
captain.
even looking at the
They
message.
ran amok in the bowels of the ship.
I have PTSD with MPS. MPS is map, right?
You didn't have a chance. No, not another one of these. Fighting little bastard.
Good God, they're swarming me!
They got a rifle. What the fuck kind of rifle is that?
Okay to drop the pirate voice.
What pirate voice would that be?
Wow.
Zinyak's destruction of Earth had a profound impact on the afterlife. To heaven, it was a logistical nightmare. St. Peter's meticulous nature drove purgatory wait times to unbearable levels. Meanwhile, in hell, where souls in pain were used as currency, it created a new era of prosperity for the wickedly enterprising. This economic boom resulted in the coffers of hell to be overflowing, which in turn piqued the interest of the most notorious man that sailed the seven seas. Long had Blackbeard been a thorn in Satan's side, robbing tax collectors on a semi-regular basis. But the promise of an immeasurable fortune drove him to be even bolder. An arrangement was reached. Blackbeard would provide information on strategic targets in exchange for a share of the profit. Johnny, who was interested in murder, not money, happily agreed.
Of course he wants to kill somebody.
Grant ye the ability to summon
Oh,
my
I
crew
fucking hate that.
whenever they're needed.
They're annoying that shit. What did I get? A summoning? I can summon imps.
Alright, matey. It's time for your lesson. Let's summon me favorite scurvy-riddled hellion. The imp. Why don't you start off by summoning an imp to take out those enemies? There you go. Now take down the other demons. Those little ankle biters are vicious. Now let's practice your aim. Take down the demons on the islands. Few things are as rewarding as pressing someone into service, am I right? Now get going. There's a whole wide world waiting to be plundered.
By the way, I could play as her.
Don't mind if I do. You should never mess with the saints.
I raided a Centerpol office.
I beat it too.
Information on where the president
I didn't
is
play it
being
for a
kept.
long time though.
Evidently, they've been trapped in some sort of soul crystal inside Satan's palace. Breaking in is an impossibility. Your best bet to save them is to continue to try to draw Satan out of his palace.
Lights up. William Shakespeare, humanity's greatest playwright, and hell's most diabolical purveyor of entertainment, looks on as a brave mortal on an Orphean quest enters. The bard's interest is piqued, and he looks to test his visitor's mettle. Masked tragedies were used to enemies cowering as they approached. But soon they realized that they faced a foe with courage and nobility, traits uncommon in the fires of perdition.
The fuck is that?
The inciting incident resolved. The time had come for rising action. The battle raged on below, and as bullets and blood flew, the bard arched a curious eyebrow. Could this mortal be the exact thing that... they're needed?
Sorcerer.
And now, Act 3! The conflict resolved. Shakespeare eagerly awaited meeting the champion that dispatched so many of his men. Undoubtedly, they were here for the bard's aid. And while happy endings were not a thing found in hell, Shakespeare always had a soft spot for comedies.
In the land of the living, William Shakespeare is regarded as one of the most prolific playwrights of all time. However, to the denizens of hell, the bard is seen in a far different light. After selling his soul for fame and adoration, Shakespeare served in hell as Satan's spy master general. In doing his duty, Shakespeare would punish the souls he was investigating by forcing them to perform in grotesque passion plays for Satan's amusement. But in a Twelfth Night-esque twist, Shakespeare found himself living a double life. While he projected an image of cruelty, his heart was as soft as Jezebel's. In secret, he would tutor her on the classics and act out the works of his mortal days. When Satan found out, he cast Shakespeare out of the palace, believing that the poet would be tormented by the populace of hell, far out of Jezebel's sight. But Satan had not counted on the bard's cunning. Embracing his persona of master torturer, Shakespeare and his followers, the tragedies, took root in the entertainment district, biding their time for revenge.
And so Shakespeare called forth the Deus Ex Machina to bestow our
Is the graphics good or
the
not?
arcane power of force.
It ain't lag or nothing.
Lights up. The mortal stands in the training grounds, eager to try out his new force stomp power on the group of demons in front of them.
Your broken body will
Act 1, Scene 2, in which our protagonist kills more demons with force stomp. The vexed hero is seemingly unaware that progression can only occur if he kills all others too, in which our protagonist is greeted by foul imps. In which our protagonist learns that Force Stomp even works on flying enemies, enabling them to remove a dark insider's shield. The day is won, and the curtain closes on our noble hero.
Alright. What should I play as?
Looking forward to stretching my wings.
What the fuck is outside?
Woo!
How did you?
What the fuck?
Let's see what these things can do.
This has to be a vampire. What the fuck? I forgot about this.
The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep.
Damn.
What, if they wanted to torture you, why'd they use the short version of the song?
This is the short version.
Oh yeah. The wipers on the bus go swish, swish, swish. The hobo on the bus goes hey, hey, hey. I'm on that like 80 of them. Gets easier every time.
I've waited for this moment. We must end this infernal music. Come, let us return to my castle, so we may plot our next steps in proper surrounds.
Johnny led Vlad back to his castle, which since his incarceration became a haven for frat parties and squatters. But the systematic impaling of trespassers would have to wait. Vlad was a man of his word, and was eager to provide intel that could aid in hobbling Satan's armies.
I bestow upon you the
Right?
Stygian
Like, what the fuck was
code.
that, nigga? He was tortured by that music.
I brought you to this
Fucking
inferno
mouse
to
is
teach you
gonna-
about
I
the
fucking
power
hate y'all,
I have
nigga.
granted you. Cold fire is an aura, which means you must activate the power and get close to an enemy before they will feel the cold embrace of the Stygian flames. Try it against these. Well done, my friend. Now here comes a dark inciter. Use your aura, then get close. You've done it. Doesn't it feel good to watch an enemy burn?
Get out. Of success. Need to rest the wings. This is bad timing.
We're standing in a parking garage. I don't like it either, but Centerpool isn't giving us many options.
I can't believe they tried to force us out.
I can't believe you forgot the mimosas.
I think we have bigger problems.
I don't think you realize how much I love mimosas.
I can't help but notice that people are trying to kill you.
Yeah, they're really big on that here.
What did you do?
Is now really a good time? We can wait until we're done shooting people.
Well, I'm great at multitasking.
Remember when we offered you a deal on that airplane and you responded by killing everyone?
Yeah.
It's like that, but work.
Winning isn't important. It's a fun game. Viola. Thought you should know that Kinsey misses you.
Really? That's so sweet. Who's Kinsey? You remember Kinsey. She was that hacker that Matt Miller hated. Isn't she crazy? You know, she really grows on you.
Greatest driving. The fuck is this? Whoa.
This is good for the soul.
The sniper like clean. Oh shit.
Let's get you two back to Dane.
Hooray.
After being reunited in hell, Kiki and Viola wasted no time in doing what they do best: facilitate the running of businesses. However, the De Winter sisters' success did not sit well with other would-be power players in hell. The sisters' operations all came under attack at once, forcing them on the run. Soon, the twins found themselves on the receiving end of an offer they couldn't refuse. After all, it was better to own 1/5 of something than to be dead.
Now let us help
You
you.
wanna see
Here's
World
a
War
little
II?
something made popular by another group of sisters. The
Sure, bro.
Gorgons.
You want to see World War II? There's zombies on World War II too. I like it. I barely played it a lot, but I might start feeding on that shit.
Alright,
Alright.
Dane's letting us use his Ultor training room to test out your Stone Blast power. So go ahead and blast these demons to turn them to stone. After they're petrified, you can
I
use your
fucking
pistol
missed
to
that.
shatter them.
Is that all you got?
Nice! Stone Blast is especially useful on flying demons like this one.
That
Alright,
nigga
now let's
dropped.
see you drop a few more. A blast will also take down the shield of a Dark Insider,
Like
leaving it
around.
vulnerable to gunfire. Take this Dark Insider out. I
Hold
think
on,
you've got the
I'm
gist
trying
of it. Alright, let's go.
Probably like around 5, 8, or 9. Cause I have an alarm at 9 and shit on my watch. Alright, I'm gonna switch to Modern Warfare here.